Hello and welcome to another Bromatis Apparatus podcast. I'm Matt here.
I am Sam.
And I'm Joe.
And today we're going to be talking to you about some news in the world and about movies and stuff. You know the gist. Sam, read them off.
Okay, so we had like 3 new movie trailers that came out this week. Which one do you guys want to talk about first? You guys want to talk about Star Wars?
Yeah, talk about the Star Wars.
Alright, so the second trailer I think for Star Wars, The Last Jedi, came out. What do you guys think? Good trailer? Bad trailer? To reveal anything? You guys think? Any major
Good
plots?
trailer. I still don't know why they have the walkers though. I mean, like, you got legs, but, you know, wheels are much more efficient. I don't know. I'm not going to go on. I'm too tired to do that, so... You guys' thoughts?
Joe, what'd you think of the trailer?
I liked it. Made me excited for the new movie.
Yeah, I think it'll look good. I don't know.
It didn't really give a whole lot away.
I don't think
It just kind of reinforced what we already knew.
I guess I watched like a couple times and so obviously Finn must wake up from his coma or whatever because he's finally battling
Phasma, yeah.
Phasma, which I think he definitely should have done in episode 7, but I think they're making things right now by having him battle. Bless you. And then what else? I saw at some point he was walking, he looked pretty nervous, and there's stormtroopers behind him, so he must get captured at some point.
Or maybe he's like posing as a stormtrooper. I think like he was wearing like a uniform of some sort, so I think he's gonna be like go undercover.
That could have been something also, yeah. It looks good. Dude, Luke Skywalker's metal hand looks pretty sweet. Looks awesome.
I want a metal hand.
I don't know. What else?
If I have to lose one, I'll take one. I'll take a metal hand, but
Yeah.
I kind of like the 2 I got now.
No, I want a metal one.
Just lose it at the wrist and...
Yeah, that's great. What else? They had that little penguin thing. That's definitely just for selling toys.
That's for the chicks.
I think they 3D printed that hand.
What do you think? That metal hand?
Yeah.
It's CGI, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's gotta be
CGI.
something.
They aren't gonna spend money to make it when
It's probably a green glove over his hand.
Probably.
Yeah.
It'll probably cost more to CGI it than to give it metal hand. Actually,
I don't know.
pretty sure.
It looked pretty
definitely costs
sweet. It looked pretty cool though. What else? Snoke. We saw him again. He looked like pink and weird. He looked really gross.
He looked like the Lord Voldemort fetus.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember that from the last episode?
I saw, I'm not sure if you heard this theory, Joe, but there's a bunch of, who is Snoke theories, all over the internet, and my favorite one is someone thinks that Snoke, he has that big scar running down his forehead?
Yeah.
People think that Snoke is actually the stormtrooper who hit his head in the Death Star in episode 4.
He got that scar from hitting his head on the Death Star. I seen that part of episode 4. It was in a video labeled background actors that didn't think we were watching, and he just runs right into the top of the door frame behind Darth Vader.
So funny.
I like the theory that it's that Snoke is the one Jedi that went and when Anakin came to slaughter all the younglings is the one little Jedi that came up, Master, what's going on out there, or whatever he says, and then he gets slaughtered.
Dude, that's
Sliced.
It's great. I'm excited to see what happens and who's who in this, and I don't know what else happened. Kylo Ren looks pretty sweet. I like his scar band-aid. Looks pretty cool, I guess. Rip Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Anything else?
What you gonna do?
Do you think Kylo actually kills her with the
I don't know. Yeah,
thing?
because they showed it and it looked like he's hesitating, but
I don't think he has the balls. I think he turns to the light side, then Rey turns to the dark side. They just swap places.
I guess
I'm calling it. You heard it first.
that would be pretty crazy, actually. You think Luke Skywalker will make it out of this, or you think he'll?
Oh, he's gotta.
This is it.
He's gotta.
He's like Yoda. He's just gonna die in his little hut in the 6th episode.
I guess. I don't know.
I feel like Luke Skywalker is one of the characters you just can't kill off.
That's fair. But at that one point, he was saying something to Rey, and then he's on the ground, and it's raining. And it looks like he was hurt or something.
That might just be a flashback of when Kylo or the Knights of Ren.
That could have been something. Yeah, because in episode 7 had that Kylo Ren. Someone said that maybe because Rey had that dream. Maybe it wasn't a memory thing, but actually it was a vision of the future.
The Force gave it to him.
maybe.
The future.
Looks pretty cool.
Can you SpongeBob me?
Sure. Feel. Okay. I realize you can't see me doing the little ab crunches that Squidward does, and I just sound like an idiot saying "feel." Sure.
Right.
Anyways,
Keep
about
moving.
that trailer.
Anything else in Star Wars? What do you guys rate it? How many Magnificents out of 7?
5.
We'll go 6.
Oh,
Actually, we'll go 14 out of 7. All right, next.
Okay.
2-to-1 ratio. I like it.
What was our next trailer? Next we had the New Mutants trailer. What did you guys think of that?
Dude, honestly, I haven't really been watching the last few X-Men just because I'm sick of it all.
Yeah, me too. At this point, like
I'm sick of. Is it Marvel or Fox now?
It's Fox. Like, it's Marvel characters, but so the reason behind this is that when Marvel went bankrupt like a few years ago, they had to like sell out their characters or like the distribution rights to companies or to like keep money or like stay in business or whatever. So they sold like the X-Men property to Fox. So now they have the rights to make movies and stuff about it. Like, I don't know. So now they're just trying to
makes
compete. Yeah, it does. They just need to sell them back to Marvel because it's awful. What do you guys think about that? You guys think the superhero genre will be so successful that it'll have subgenres like a horror superhero show like this one is?
I don't know. It just seems like your basic horror movie, and I mean, to me, horror movies don't really have a nice, good, juicy plot. But
Yeah.
They kind of feed off giving you an adrenaline rush.
yeah,
Why bring a plot into something that you don't need it?
It's true.
yeah. Here's a hand going through the wall, or here's something scaring you jumping out.
Yeah, here's a laundry machine that bursts into flames. I don't know. And then it had that kid from Stranger Things. I forgot his name. He's in it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
One kid.
hopefully Fox doesn't balls it up, but I almost can guarantee that they will, because the last time they made something good was Deadpool.
Well, I felt that way about Disney when they got Star Wars.
You think so?
Yeah, I was kind of nervous that Disney was going to really...
I mean, the seventh.
They really
one,
just draw a blank on that one.
The seventh one. It wasn't great, but it was good. It was like good enough.
That's true. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully episode 8 will really be something different. But okay. Last trailer, Justice League trailer. Last one before the movie comes out in November. What do you guys think?
I just hate DC.
I feel like it's so hard to connect to one character when you have like a dozen quote-unquote main characters in one movie.
Yeah.
It's just going to be one big fight scene.
Because, like, yeah, I feel like that's the thing. DC didn't really spend time, like, establishing these characters. They just kind of threw them all together. Like, I feel like they're playing catch-up now as Marvel. Like, they're just doing their best to try to
They
get
didn't even make a Flash movie yet.
No. And, like, I don't know. What do you guys think of the trailers in this? I feel like after watching that trailer, like, I don't know. I feel like the Flash is going to be, like, the quippy guy who always just...
He's gonna be the humorous relief.
Yeah.
And then Wonder Woman will be serious, and then
Batman will be serious.
It'll be practical.
I don't know. Did you guys watch Superman versus Batman?
No, don't want to.
It's
Never will.
I don't like in this trailer, Batman's going like, I made Superman a promise, and I don't remember him making that promise in the movie at all. I did like I don't understand any of this, like, and in Batman versus Superman, they're all like, the whole movie is about controversy about like the world not wanting Superman, and then in this trailer they're saying the world is like crying over Superman because you need him. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not too excited about that movie.
I mean, alright, so I like the Flash series on the CW, and I don't know if this new Flash guy is gonna be anything like the Barry Allen on there.
Yeah.
But if he is, then I don't know, I might like that part. And I liked Wonder Woman. That's good, I thought.
Yes, I guess that's the best DC movie so far. And like, I don't know. What do you guys think of Aquaman? Dude, he seems like such a bro. Like, just the douchebag and the freaking
From
DC. Oh my gosh. Like, he's just... What did he say?
And
My man.
honestly, he should just be in a movie. He should have just been in, what's that movie?
Baywatch.
Yeah, Baywatch. He should have just been in Baywatch. That would have been a better movie for
I
him.
don't like. He just seems like such a douche, and like I feel like he's like, and I almost kind of feel like he's like the Drax in this movie. 'Cause we just watched
Yeah.
Guardians, and like he says some line, and then like Batman, he's like, no, that's wrong. You have it exactly the opposite way.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's just gonna be like the dumb guy that's just eye candy pretty much for people. Like you can tell
And he's like
such a bro.
worthless if he's not in water. How many fights are gonna take place in water?
Well, don't clouds technically count as water?
But I don't know.
No.
Oh yes, he was flying around a bit.
Right, that's
Cyborg
what-
had to catch him.
Yeah, he was being thrown by Cyborg.
That's true. I don't know. I guess I'll judge this movie when it comes out, but I feel like it's
I
just...
might be going out on a limb on that one. That's what you're saying.
I mean, I'm gonna judge it right now and not go see it.
Fair enough. You heard
Well,
it here first, folks.
We have to see it because we have to give it a review. So,
Well, you can give it a review, not
No,
discriminate.
all right. All right. I think that was it for
Those are the
trailers.
3 trailers that we want to talk about. Out of a Magnificent 7, what would you rate that one?
2.
All
I
right.
give it a 5.
I'm thinking like a 4, 3.5, 4.
Wait, did we rate the mutant trailer?
We did not.
Oh, what do you guys rate the New Mutant trailer then?
3.
As
3.07.
as a purely like horror movie, I think it could be like a 6 out of 7. But I really don't think it's necessary to bring in the plot of all the
Yeah.
other characters.
I
Like
see what you're saying.
I feel like the plot for that movie would have been fine by itself to have a quote unquote insane asylum type setting for a bunch of
Yeah, like
children.
mutants. That'd
Yeah,
be
it just reminded me of
mutant
Shutter
kids or-
Island.
oh,
A little
yeah.
bit, yeah.
I don't know. I'd give it like
Say
I'd say 3.
3 or 4 again.
All right. So what's next? Guardians. of the Galaxy.
Guardians 1 or 2? 2.
We're doing 2.
Doing 2.
Just
Going number 2. Let's
yeah. Quick overview. What'd you think of Guardians 1?
Actually, okay, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I used to think that Guardians 1 was better than Guardians 2, but now I'm kind of leaning towards Guardians 2, now that I watched both of them in the last week, and I watched Guardians 2 twice. But, I don't know, I just like that movie a lot better, because, I don't know, I just liked it. You guys?
Okay.
I'm still a
Let's-
fan of 1.
Yeah, I think they're both really solid. Like I really like how I don't know. It's nice seeing there wasn't really any time in between 1 and 2. 2 just kind of took place right after 1, and it was nice. So
I also kind of liked how 1, and I'll touch a little bit more on this later when we're talking about 2, but I feel like the plot for 1 was a lot smoother. It progressed easier than the second movie, but
yeah, it was interesting.
We'll talk about
I
that.
liked 1. So
I guess, alright, about 2, the things that I liked, I liked how Yondu used his little magic whistle arrow thing, and slaughtered the entire ship. I thought that was pretty neat. But then they killed him off because it's too
Spoiler
OP. Yeah. Spoiler. Okay.
this entire podcast is filled
all right,
with
let's start
spoilers.
chronologically. Opening scene. What'd you guys think? Pretty good. Classic Guardians music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then little Groot running around.
Groot. That was pretty good. Then Chris Pratt with his quips. Drax talks a lot more in this movie.
Mhm. I actually like Drax.
Yeah, he's
He's
pretty
pretty
funny
neat.
in this.
It's pretty neat.
And then I think, overall though, I think in this movie I want to say there was more character development for Chris Pratt, Rocket. There was, because he had that moment with Yondu.
Yep, definitely for
They
Rocket.
connected. And then Drax, maybe not as much, but he had more screen time, I think.
Mhm.
And definitely Yondu too.
Yeah.
You definitely got to get to know him more.
Yeah, Yondu definitely played a big part in this. And then it was Gamora, I guess. Not really as much, but I don't know. It was nice. Alright, so then they did that. So they got the batteries for the Sovereign, and then Rocket took them, and then flying off. I liked how they had the Galaga sound for the Sovereign when they were chasing after.
for their ships.
Yeah, they had the little Galaga noises, and then everyone's crowded around the one guy who's left. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, but he wasn't the one guy that was left because they all just flew around.
Oh yeah,
that all right. That didn't make sense because we
That's true, I
have
didn't
to we have to
remember
go
that.
through that asteroid field. They go through it, and then everyone just flies around and beats them there.
I don't even. That's right.
Logic.
I never thought about that. That's a good point. We need to go straight through this belt, and everyone else just goes around.
That's really funny. Speaking of that, okay. Actually, not yet. And then Ego shows up. He was pretty cool on his little egg thing.
I like Jeff Bridges.
That's Kurt Russell.
Wow, same thing.
Anyway, speaking of Kurt Russell, what did you guys think in the beginning when he looked young? Like, I'm pretty sure that was
He
all
looks a
like,
lot like Jeff Bridges with the beard. Isn't he? He looks a lot like the guy from Iron Man.
It was a cool flashback. Is that's what you're telling me when they
Yeah, like, he
driving
looked
down the road with
yeah, with what's her face?
I forget her name.
That actress who plays Peter Quill's mom, she was in Captain America, the first Captain America.
Who was she?
I guess she was someone who asked for an autograph. I saw it in some article. So that's kind of weird. I doubt it's related. But anyway, what do you guys think of younger Kurt Russell? Like, do you think, because he looked pretty good. Like, I think most of it was just like makeup and stuff, but
Yeah, that's really just a testament to the makeup crew.
yeah, he looked pretty good.
It wasn't CGI.
I don't think
'Cause
so.
I mean, like, how could he?
It could have been.
He had
But you
a
can
beard.
do
I
you
mean,
can
he
do
had
a lot
beard.
with makeup.
Obviously, filmed it at different times, but
That's true.
I don't know. Maybe they did do. I don't know. But either way, it looked pretty good. Like, I don't know. All right, and then fast forward 34 years later. Yep. So back here, freaking apparently Drax is indestructible because when they flew through that time warp or like through that portal or whatever, he's getting whacked by all those pine trees.
Yeah, he's getting dragged behind the plane. He attached like a cable to himself and jumped out of the back of the plane with the gun, so
Yeah.
he could shoot the last
The
last remaining plane that chased him.
I don't understand. That's just Drax logic. And then Gamora, at one point she went to like go get him and like, okay, I know she's like an alien or something, but like, this ship is moving really fast because it's like crash landing, and like this cable that Drax is attached to snaps off. Gamora grabs it and then grabs a part of the ship. That
All in
would've
one fluid
ripped
motion.
her in half.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she's that strong.
she's a babe.
Gamora. Anyway,
If you're in a green skin, I mean.
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash.
Anyway, yeah, that definitely should have killed her, but
Yeah.
whatever.
You know,
It's a
definitely
movie.
physics and a little bit of common sense were lacking in the making of this movie, but
That's okay. It was a pretty. It's
it was
a
still
good story.
Still good. Yeah. We could chalk that one up to superhuman or
That's true.
super alien strength.
All right, what happened next?
Then
Once-
Ego came and
Yeah.
went to his planet.
It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
I liked Chris Pratt. He had that scene with Gamora where he's just saying like, I just wanted a father to play catch with, and then they get to Ego's planet, and then Ego teaches him like how to connect with the planet, and first thing like Chris Pratt does, he makes that little ball, and then they start playing catch together. I thought that was pretty funny. It was nice.
I also kind of like the concept of Ego and how like it made a little bit of sense how he like came to be.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not all like all of a sudden, I was just always all powerful, you know, all knowing being. It's you started off as something smaller and built something up into this huge like network of
yeah. That like I like that.
matter and time and light.
That was cool. And shoot, what else? I don't know. I liked. I'll save it for later. Never mind. Because I remember.
Also, we I think we failed to mention that Ego is Peter Quill's biological father.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
That's why he was able to hold the Infinity Stone in the first one.
Without dying.
Didn't like melt.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's kind of important.
yeah, Peter Quill technically would have been immortal
Yeah.
and half of a godlike figure.
Half celestial.
Half celestial. Yeah, the term was celestial.
Yeah. So the part. Okay. This isn't really a big thing, but like. They say that he's immortal and stuff, and like, he says he's been around for like millions of years or whatever. But like he looks so old, and he says that he lives forever. Like I don't understand. Would you think he'd like make himself look younger or something?
Maybe it's just to play and like to act more like a father figure.
You think so? I guess that could because
Yeah,
that's
that-
right. He didn't have that shape shifting thing because he shape shifted into
David Hasselhoff.
Into David Hasselhoff.
So
He made
yeah,
like a cameo appearance.
yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
I think that might have been just more like
They had that David Hasselhoff joke, which is pretty funny.
yeah.
But yeah, it's nice.
I think Ego as an old man probably was just like, at least in like our culture, if you think of a celestial is basically a god. And
Yeah.
if you think of God in the, you know, Judeo-Christian sense, you think of like an old man with a beard, super wise.
That's
so
true.
it kind of like personified a deity, and so it was basically what you expected of like a million-year-old
That's true.
godlike figure.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. And then what happened next?
Then shit hit the fan.
That's
After
true.
they got all buddy.
Yep. So
Oh,
First
we
of all-
didn't even mention Nebula.
yeah, Nebula's in it. That's her name. I cannot remember her name. Anyway, they split up. So Drax, Gamora, and
Peter.
Yeah, I'm Chris Pratt. They all leave with Ego, and then Rocket, Groot, and Nebula stay behind to repair the ship. So they leave, and then the Ravagers catch up, like, because now they got this bounty on them from the Sovereign. Finally catch up. Rocket takes out a bunch of them, which is some pretty cool scenes in there.
That was an entertaining scene.
And then Sean Gunn, I forgot his character's name, he accidentally causes a mutiny with Yondu. And then Nebula comes up in the end, stops Yondu from killing everyone, shoots him in like the back of the head. Doesn't kill him, it just wrecks his arrow thing
His fin.
on his head.
His fin.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. It's what controls the arrow that he's so kind to.
Anyway, so he gets that, and then they get captured. So then there's that scene where this is so dark. Like they were like throwing out the
loyal members of the crew, or the members of the crew that were loyal to Yandu.
Yeah, they're just throwing him out to space. Like,
Yeah, they're
that was
putting him in
pretty
the-
dark.
I don't know what you call it, like air.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Airlock.
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 Yeah, that's the word.
And then they just opened it and then threw him out into space, which is pretty rough. I don't know. So like a
Sounds
question:
nice, yeah.
would you take like a kid to this movie? Like, do you think this is a kid movie, or is it kind of?
Yeah,
There's
they
some-
can.
There's some dark parts in
I'd
here.
cap it at like 12.
Oh, really?
Like the
I'm
12 and
taking
up.
my 6-year-old to this movie.
I don't know. I mean, there's definitely, like you said, some dark parts, but
Yeah, like that space part, and then like later
not
on, like everyone just gets killed on the ship, and I don't know.
Yeah, it needs to see that stuff.
I guess. I don't know. I really don't know how I'd
I
rate
feel
this
bad for
movie.
Matt's future kids.
I'm not
Be the
gonna-
most traumatized 6-year-old out there. But
So what happens next? On the ship, they have that scene. Baby Groot gets the new fin. That's actually the original fin of what Yondu is like in like the comics. Like that's how his fin actually looks like, which is pretty cool. And,
It's bigger. Looks like a mohawk.
Yeah.
like a mohawk instead
Then they
of a
go
nice
and
sleek look.
they kill all the Ravagers
Yep.
on the ship, and then
Take the ship back,
they escape and
drive
then
it to Eagle's
go
planet.
back to Eagle's
Oh,
planet.
Taserface tells the Sovereign where the craft is.
She laughs at his
Yep.
name, which is kind of like an ongoing joke in it.
Yeah.
But also, another thing, they definitely had prostitutes in this movie.
Yeah, those robots.
Like robot prostitutes. Oh, it's kind of weird. Like it opened like
I mean, whatever floats your boat, really.
I know it's weird, but like
Whoever
the first
gets your
time,
rocks off.
like the
That's
first
right.
time you see Yondu, in that scene, he's like zipping up his pants and like shirtless, and like
Yeah.
the robot prostitutes like in the back, and like it's weird. And then Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, classic. Like I heard that those characters, like Sylvester Stallone's character, there was that ice dude or whatever, and then like Yondu, and there's some other people. They were the original Guardians of the Galaxy, like in like the comics, but now they're just different characters in this, which is pretty cool that they like incorporated that.
Now they were just another part of another faction of the Ravager.
Yeah, so that was nice. That was pretty cool, I guess. Yeah. So and then another like key story of the plot. Like they said it's nice because like they're like outlaws and stuff, but they have like a code of conduct, which is pretty cool. That's like Matt, your character from last week's Villains or whatever. That guy who had those rules.
Yeah, except he was a psycho.
Okay. I don't know. I guess it was nice because they had like these rules. Like even as criminals, they had rules like Yondu got kicked out because he had Peter, and he was a kid.
He was a kid. You weren't allowed to bring a kid into that whole situation.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. I don't know, I guess, and like you could tell Yondu's like upset that he was kicked out, and like I don't know, just one of the regrets of his life. Anyway, fast
then-
forward, Ego's planet.
Yep, going to Eagle's planet after Peter and Eagle kind of make that connection of, father, son, both Celestials,
can I stop you right there? Before that happens, before that happens, Nebula, she gets a ship from the Ravagers, doesn't she? Because she wants her revenge on Gamora, because she, like, hates her, whatever. Do you remember that? So Gamora's sitting in an open field with absolutely no cover at all. And Nebula definitely has, like, she has, like, the upper hand in this. She's flying a ship, and she's, like, shooting away at Gamora, and she somehow misses her completely.
Stormtrooper type accuracy.
Yeah, and then she tries hitting her with the actual ship, and she misses still. So then she comes around again for the second round. Gamora's just running. She's still missing, and this is, like a minute of just constant shooting and, like, trying to hit her with the ship. And she just misses. Gamora, like, runs into a cave. She's safe, and then, like, I guess Nebula misses again, and then the ship blows up.
And it follows, the ship is driven into the cave at one point as well. And another fun physics fact, I suppose, of this movie. I like that fun physics fact. But
New segment, fun physics fact with Joe.
like one of the big ass guns falls off the ship in the process of crash landing. This thing is literally the size of a car, and Gamora just one arm just like sticks it up on her shoulder, and proceeds to like fire it at the ship, just really without an issue. So I feel like
crazy.
I feel like the Hulk would have a tough time with that one, even.
Yeah, I don't understand some of this, but whatever. She looked badass, I guess.
But she did.
So anyway, she ended up saving Nebula. Nebula joins the team, whatever. So now they're on Ego's planet, and there's all like they're down in this cave, right? And like they see a bunch of these skeletons. They're like, what the hell is going on in here? So they're like, we got to get out of here. So they get out of there. Back to where you were before I so rudely interrupted you, Joe. What were you saying about Peter's father?
Well, that's kind of what we're like. After they found all these skeletons in a cave on a planet that supposedly had no other life than like plants and Ego and his companion that helped him sleep. What's her name again?
Mantis.
Mantis. And so they run back to tell him like, hey, we found all these skeletons. Something's wrong here. Ego tells Peter of his plan. Of he went to, you know, all the planets that he could find, and tried to create an offspring that would help him in his mission of
basically ruling like the galaxy.
Yeah, ruling the galaxy, because he wasn't powerful enough to do it by himself. So he needed a second Celestial, which he thought he could make
by banging.
By
banging.
And so, what I assume were all the skeletons of failed celestial offspring in the cave.
I think that's
kind of
what it was.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it was.
So basically, he killed all of his children who weren't. I see that as like whatever king of England that was, who if he didn't get his son, because he wanted a son, then he'd have all of his wives killed or whatever.
Henry VIII.
Yeah, whatever. That's like kind of how I saw it.
6 wives.
Yeah, like this guy would just, if you didn't have the right genes, then you're dead, which is pretty crazy. And like that's nice because like later it's explained. I'll just explain it now that the reason why Yondu kept Peter and like didn't bring him to Ego is because he found out that what Ego was doing to the kids that Yondu was delivering was killing them afterwards, and he's like, I can't do this
if they failed. So that
was pretty interesting.
It's kind of like the first human part of Yondu that you like. Kind of see.
That's true. And then another part back with Ego and his father. What do you guys think of that use of the song "Brandy"? You're a fine girl. I thought that was
too cheesy.
Just like I thought it was a great use. Like that song fit really well in this movie though for what Ego was saying.
I don't know. It's not important to me.
All right,
not important to him. All right. I mean,
and then
it was nice. I agree, but I think it was a little cheesy.
Yeah. And then Yondu and Rocket. Yondu and Rocket had they had that heart to heart outside of Ego's planet, and like it was really nice. That's when you started to feel something towards Yondu.
Mm-hmm. The two they get mad at each other. They blow up, but they kind of come to the same conclusion. Well, I guess Yondu comes to the conclusion that him and Raccoon.
Yeah, Raccoon.
are like the same person. And they're like super similar, and that's kind of like you said, that's the first time that you can really start.
Yeah, you really
feeling with Yondu.
All right. So then, what next? They're on the planet, and then so Ego's brainwashing Peter. So basically, he shows him like, here, Peter. He touches his forehead. He's like, this is my plan for the galaxy, and like, Peter's like, he's seeing something that we don't see. Like his eyes just turn black, and like you see like stars and stuff, whatever. And then he's like, I see it, and then he's like, I see eternity, which either is eternity of the time, or eternity of the character, because there's an actual character in the Marvel universe named Eternity. That's like another celestial. That's like ultra powerful. So I'm not sure what that was. Anyway,
And the plan is to blow everything up, right?
no, I don't think not to blow it up, just like take it all over.
Or take it over, right? Not to blow it up, but
I think like those seeds that he planted on each thing, like it'll like surround the planet, and then like he'll be able to go there without having to come back to his own planet.
Yeah, maybe.
oh, that's a good point.
So anyway, there's that, and
And
So
Peter
like-
kind of realizes that this isn't a good thing.
well,
Because-
like not even right away, cause like yeah, you're right. He's brainwashing him, and then he's like, whoa, what about my friends and stuff? He's like, your friends, like all this, they're just temporary. Like we're forever. Like Peter, he's like slowly starting to agree with it. He's like, but what about my mother? Like you could have saved her. He's like, I loved your mother so much, yada yada yada. And he's like, I knew that if I went to Earth like a fourth time, I would never leave, and that would be the end of me. Because he says before that he has to go back to his planet, whatever, otherwise he'll die.
Because
So-
the core of the planet is like life-sustaining energy.
But I don't understand. So apparently, Peter Quill's mother dies of cancer in the first movie.
Of brain
And
cancer, yeah.
Apparently, Ego was the one who put the tumor in her head. I don't understand why he had to do it, because I don't think he had to at all. But he did it, and when he says that, Peter snaps out of it, and then he's like, you killed my mother, and then he freaking blasts Ego.
With his Mustang and Sally's.
Yeah.
Maybe he might have planted that tumor because he knew for a fourth time, or if Ego paid Yondu to come and abduct Peter from the planet, maybe Peter's mom was the only other person who knew who Ego really was, and so he didn't want anyone kind of talking about it, especially if he came and kidnapped their son.
I got it. Because earlier in the movie, Peter says, my mother always said that my father was from the stars, came from the stars, and then like he's like nobody believed her because they thought she was crazy because she had a tumor in her head or something like that, because she had a brain tumor. So no one believed her, and maybe that's like
That could have been part of the reason.
that could have been part of the reason why he put the tumor in their head, so that nobody would believe her.
That could be.
I guess like they never really said like flat out why he did it. They just said we just know that he's the reason why she died.
There's the possibility he's just a gigantic dick because he did kill all of his kids.
That is true.
So,
all right, so action scenes. What do you guys think about it? So now everyone's fighting Ego. Yondu and Rocket fly their ship in and just crash right into him. Yondu yells, "Hey there, jackass!" and just flies the ship
and
right
runs him over. To get there kind of was a huge jump in the plot for me because we went in a matter of like 5 minutes real time of Peter Quill being almost completely on board with the whole idea of eternity and ruling the galaxy with his dad, to hey, we need to blow up the center of this planet to kill Ego.
I guess. I think
and also it was never really explained how he just all of a sudden knew that you need to blow up the core of the planet.
Mantis knew, didn't she? Because I think she told them. But yeah, she told them about the center, didn't she? Because she was like the only person that lived on Ego's planet.
Mm-hmm.
So
But then Rocket somehow knew. I don't know. Rocket somehow knew that.
oh no! Apparently, once
Yeah.
one person knows, then everyone else automatically knows.
Yeah.
That's just
Because
that's
the
how
audience
movies work.
knows. The audience knows.
That's
so
true. I don't know.
Who else
Doesn't
needs
matter,
You
I
have to
guess.
assume, right?
So then, yeah, they get to the core and they're just battling it out. It's fun. And then, like, Yondu's famous line, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all." That was pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
Once he gets his
All
jetpack.
the
Sovereign show up at
Sovereign
this
show
point.
up, and they're shooting things, and then somehow they just magically blow them all up with one laser. So that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool though. It was nice because like at this point he's finally kind of got more of a grasp on his powers on this planet. So him and Ego are really battling it out, and like they're both like coming out with like their own, I kind of saw it like almost like Green Lanterns because they could like make whatever they wanted to with their minds, which is pretty cool. So it was fun. It was really cool battle scene. In the end, everyone's in space, and Peter and Ego are the only ones down there, and Yondu ends up sacrificing himself, which was it was I don't know.
Yeah,
It was a bittersweet moment, I guess.
Yeah, he first has to convince, give me one. He was given one spacesuit and one jetpack, and the only two left on the planet were Peter and him, in each other's arms.
That's true.
Fly up in the atmosphere, and then
Yondu delivered that line.
Classic.
Ego may have been your father, but I'm your daddy.
But I'm your daddy.
Which was, I don't know. It was all right. Like, I don't know. It was. I don't know. I was kind of depressed because we had to watch Yondu die, and Peter was like freaking out. He's like, "Don't let this happen." But like,
I was kind of pissed when Yondu died because you finally get the bond with the dude as a character, and then they kill him off.
yeah, like you finally understand why he did the things he did, and it turns out he did them for not only for himself, but like really good guy. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It made the movie that more impactful, I think. And like in the end, the Ravagers came and they like forgave him once they found out what actually happened. So
And gave him a proper funeral.
it was a good movie. Like I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I'd say it's just as good as the first one. Like I don't know if I could pick which one's better. Honestly, I think I'd have to say I like this one more, just because I liked the villain more.
Changing your vote from earlier?
Yeah.
What did I say earlier?
You said you liked the first one better from earlier.
Well,
I'm still sticking
the
with
more
the
I think
first
about it, I think I like the second one more.
Yeah.
Because, like, I love... They have that scene, and you see Ego's planet as a whole, and there's the face in the planet, which is how it is in the comics. Like, it's an actual face in the planet, which I thought was great. What do you guys think? Which one's better? First one or second one?
They're both great movies, but I'm still kind of a fan of the first one. Simply because, like I said, in the second movie, there's kind of a lot of, like, plot jumps and
Yeah.
things that go unexplained or maybe not unexplained, but aren't very clearly
Yeah, I know what you're
explained.
saying. What
So
about
you
Matt?
really, really, really got to be paying attention. If you don't want to miss anything. So that, I kind of like the first one better. But still, second one was a great movie.
I like the second one better. Alright, next. No worries.
Not gonna say why? Okay. I don't know, yeah, I gotta go with the second one. Like, I think they're both equally good, just like point one, Magnificent Seven, like, I think more towards the second movie. Just because, I don't know, I really like Ego as a villain, and like, the characters kinda, they're already developed in this, so there's just like more screen time than them just being like dumb and stuff. Like, it was nice.
A little more serious, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it was. And like, but like, there's I still think there's like more jokes in this one though. I think they tried a little more on the joke side, which
They were more subtle.
I think
sometimes-
Drax was better.
Yeah,
That's what really
I think so also.
made it better.
And a lot more lines. That's for
I
sure.
think I don't know, like it was funny watching like Peter and Rocket like have their little fights, like the little arguments was pretty funny. But yeah, it was good. Like the characters like I think at this point are pretty established like very well. So like now whenever you see them on the screen, like you know what they represent, what they're about. So I'll be excited for when Infinity War comes out in May.
All right.
So
Yeah.
Last
Out of a
segment.
Magnificent Seven,
what
we
would
gotta
you
rate it.
Oh, rate Guardians?
Mhm.
I'll say 6.66.
All right.
I'll give it a 6.9.
I'd give it a 6. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. All right, so final segment. We're gonna rank who we think are the 15 best superheroes. Not really.
Not
Not exactly
superheroes.
superheroes. Just
Necessarily
movie
superheroes,
heroes.
just
Protagonists, let's say.
Okay.
Protagonists, use a fancy word. All
It's
right.
got a whole
Question.
4 syllables.
I should have asked this earlier, but are we doing people who've only been in movies or been on TV before? Because like one of my characters.
I just did movies.
I just did movies. Let's say they had to have a movie, but if they made a TV show out of it too.
Okay, I think mine works though.
Yeah,
So,
just so you
whatever.
don't have to.
So who wants to go first?
I went last time, so I'll go first this time.
I can go second.
Alright, so. Honorable mention. I got Luke Skywalker.
I didn't put an honorable mention.
That's fine. I chose Luke Skywalker just because, Jedi.
Because Jedi.
Yeah, OG Jedi. Got a green lightsaber, that's pretty neat.
I'm not ranking them. That's too much hassle.
Alright.
Just give me.
Then I kind of went. Alright, anyways. Alright.
Okay.
I got a notification. broke my train of thought. Okay, so next we got. I'm not gonna rank them either. I'm just gonna go down the list. Alright, so I got Captain America.
That's your number 5. I'm
Alright,
ranking.
we're ranking them now?
Yep, we got
Captain America.
Oh.
We'll
Okay, spoiler
we'll
alert. Captain America's on this list.
We'll go
Who's your
Jason
number
Bourne.
5?
Jason Bourne's only number 5.
Okay.
All right.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
What's
Just
you got to give your reasoning. Why is
because
he
he's a
on-
badass and he kills a lot of people.
I guess, but I've never seen the Jason Bourne movies. Like,
Alright,
what
then
makes
you
him-
don't know.
Is he like John Wick?
A lot similar, but like he doesn't know who he is. He's just like trained and
Oh, it's like Jackie Chan, that one movie, without his memory.
I don't remember.
You know what
Anyways,
I'm
There are a
talking
lot
about.
of movies with Jackie Chan, dude.
Without his memory. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Next.
Jason Bourne.
Alright,
Number
so I have
5.
Jason Bourne. And then after that, I got Sam Chisholm from Magnificent Seven, just because we just watched it and he was fresh in my mind. And I like Denzel as an actor.
Dude, he's a good leader in that movie. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. He had like Heart of Gold.
he's revered by everybody.
That's true.
All right, so after that, I'm gonna have to go with. Let's go. Captain America. We'll go Captain America
Captain
at
America.
number 3.
Why Captain America?
Because I think, like
He's a criminal.
Yeah, he's a criminal. No, because he represents like I think he's
America.
he's the most pure
That's
like
true.
hero. Like
Like you see him, I almost see him as like the Christian in the public,
Yeah.
like the hardcore Christian in the public school. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but just like the kid that's like goody goody.
Yeah,
just
I-
doesn't want to do anything.
yeah, that's why he. Honestly, I probably should rank him higher, but oh well. He's number 3, and then after him, I got. Ooh, that's a tough choice. We'll go John Wick at number 2.
Oh, John Wick made this.
Yep, because he kills everyone, and that's my only reasoning. I like
So why do you
violence.
think what makes John Wick better than Jason Bourne?
He kills people better.
If we were to put Jason Bourne and John Wick in a cage match, who would win?
Oh,
Ooh,
This
I've
is
never
a
seen-
tough one.
Have you seen Jason Bourne?
Yeah.
I have not, so I'm kind of out.
I think John Wick would.
Yeah, based off what I see, John Wick's like crazy. Like
I don't know though.
Jason Bourne kicks so much ass.
He does.
all I know from Jason Bourne is that one scene.
He's so
where
resourceful
It's
too.
it's from a trailer. He's like in the desert or whatever, and like this guy's like, "Come fight me," and he just goes up and just clocks him once in the head and like kills him. So I know he's good with, like hand-to-hand combat. But
That's a tough one, but I'm just gonna go with John Wick because I don't want to reorganize my list.
All right.
Yeah,
So
we'll-
he's number deuce.
we'll say that for later.
And then number 1, I got Indiana Jones. Just because Harrison,
Indy.
I love Harrison Ford, and like he's got a whip. I think that's awesome. But like I loved all the Indiana Jones movie, even the Crystal Skull one when he was older.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, with Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. All right,
So yeah, that's my list.
is it my list now?
Do it.
Dude,
Didn't he get arrested for like a 3rd time a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, probably.
Anyways,
I don't even know what he's up to.
that's a solid 5.
Yeah, it's a pretty good list. All right, you want me to go, Joe?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so my list, number 5. He doesn't have his own movie, but he's in movies, and he is getting his own movie next year. I have The Flash, number 5. And if you guys know me, The Flash is my all-time favorite superhero. And the reason for that is like he's really, I feel like he's really underrated. Like he's gaining popularity now because of his TV show, but like there's a lot of stuff that he can do, and like he's really smart. He's like, obviously he's not as smart as Batman, but he's got a lot of brain power. All right, so Flash, number 5. Number 4, I have Luke Skywalker, just because the OG Star Wars hero. Just, I don't know, great farm boy, hick. I don't know.
You know, during Jedi training, he throws in a fat dip of skull.
That's true.
all the time.
I don't know. His father's mass murder, evil person.
Drives a Jedi tractor to school.
Drives, I don't know. He drives like, what is? I can't think. Never mind.
Speeder.
Yeah, some sort of tractor speeder.
Anyway.
On the moisture.
He put a lift
farms.
kit on his speeder too.
It's a diesel speeder.
Diesel.
Anyway,
Got the
so
muffler out of it.
he's a
Alright,
great
I'm
guy.
done.
Number 3, I have Spider-Man, just because Spider-Man he's like, there's just something about Spider-Man. Maybe it's because he's like younger, like a kid, like closer to my age than some of these other guys, and like it's easier to relate to him, and like it's cool seeing someone who's younger like do great things, I guess.
So if he was older, would that impact your rating of him?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it plays a big part, his age. Just like, he does a lot of cool stuff. He's got a lot of cool villains and faces. The number 2, I have obviously Superman, because he is one of the most iconic superheroes in the world. Like, one of the oldest superheroes of the world, honestly. You know, he's almost invincible.
He's OP.
Yeah, besides Kryptonite, like, he's basically everything.
I hate DC, so that's why he didn't make my list. Just, I don't know.
I love the Marvel movies way more than DC, but I love the DC characters more. And then my number 1, it's gotta be Batman, just because Batman's Batman. Like, he's crazy. He's super smart. He's got money. He's a great fighter.
All right.
That's my number 1.
That's your number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is Batman.
Well-
Batman. I like Batman.
I mean, you were right in saying that Batman is Batman. I mean,
That is true. One thing's for sure, Batman is Batman.
Nice.
All right, Joe. What's your top 5?
all right. Well, my honorable mention was Sarah Connor from
The Terminator.
From the Terminator's
Okay.
Terminator series.
She those movies kind of got awful. I heard. The last one I saw was Terminator 2, and I think that might be the only one I've ever seen actually.
Wow, you're pathetic.
Well, moving
I heard
on.
they were bad.
The first one was good.
I heard like Terminator
So was the
Genesis
third one.
wasn't
I like the third
that
one.
great.
I mean, they definitely could have stopped.
Wait, maybe I did see the third one.
I'll put it this way: they could have stopped, but I still enjoyed watching.
Wait, is Terminator 3 Judgment Day? I'm pretty sure I saw it. 2 and 3 I think are the ones I saw. I don't know if I saw the
First
third
one.
Terminator
one.
3 is Judgment Day.
Yep. Okay, I seen that.
Okay, I couldn't
and I've seen
remember
the
if it was
second
2
one
or 3.
also. All right.
Anyways,
Anyway,
that was
what's
honorable
number 5?
mention. Number 5 is Captain Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack.
I mean, Johnny Depp.
I like Johnny Depp.
I just like him as an actor. I also like Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm kind of a history nerd, so it's kind of fun to watch like a visual representation of what could have happened. Obviously, didn't happen because the Kraken and all that fun
You're
stuff.
saying like that squid guy wasn't real?
Yeah. Sorry to break it to you. Neither is Santa Claus.
Okay, he did look pretty good though on screen. Like,
Yeah.
I was impressed.
The CGI was impressive.
Like, even looking back, he still looks pretty good. All right, who's your number 4?
Okay, number 4 is Captain John Miller from Saving Private Ryan, played by Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I love that
Legend.
movie. Again, history nerd, and leads this impossible mission to find one dude.
That's true. He gets
'cause
shot in the end too.
He
Doesn't
does. He dies at the end. I'm pretty sure.
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler. He props himself up against what would be maybe
Some
a sandbag or
Yeah.
a box. I forget, but and starts shooting a pistol at a tank. Like, that's gonna do a damn thing. And I think he does die. I haven't seen it, but in a while. But yeah, I'm fairly certain he dies at the end of that movie. Still, he finds Private Ryan, returns him home safely.
Jason Bourne.
Yep.
But
Matt Damon. I like Matt Damon.
All right.
number 3, Red from Shawshank Redemption.
Red from
Morgan
that 70s show.
Freeman.
Yeah, no, Morgan Freeman. I just kind of liked him as as a person. He didn't do anything spectacular in Shawshank Redemption, but
You're a big Shawshank guy, aren't you, Joe?
I love that movie. That movie just it's classic. It's like it's like a cold glass of water on a hot summer day. But yeah, I just kind of liked him as a character and what he did for Andy Dufresne, and at the end too when he got out and found the tree and the box underneath the tree and
Oh yeah, with them like busting out.
Mhm.
Like,
just a really good ending to the
Classic
movie, and it
movie.
was all because of Red. And so that's number 3. Number 2 is Lieutenant Aldo Rain, played by Brad Pitt in the movie Inglourious Bastards.
I've never seen that movie.
Have you seen it?
I have not seen the movie either.
Super funny movie.
What's his name again?
Lieutenant Aldo Rain, kind of the leader of a misfit,
Aldo
Ris-
Rain.
Aldo
Aldo.
space Rain.
Okay, I was reading like Alderon. All right. Aldo Rain.
Just kind of like a leader of a misfit resistance group in Nazi Germany, and
Oh really?
comes up with these just crazy plans to.
I think it's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix. I've
should
watched it
watch
like
that.
7 times on Netflix.
Maybe that could be a movie for Thursday for our next review.
Real funny movie. Has its dark moments, but really just kind of a fun piece of historical fiction. It's funny.
Nice.
And that's number 2. And my number 1 is Maximus from Gladiator, played by Russell Crowe.
Not Mad Max?
No, not Mad. No. But, I mean, dude was captured by one of the strongest empires that history's ever known. Systematically kicks everyone's ass in the arena as a gladiator. Go figure. And then at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, kills the emperor and wins his freedom back after having his family murdered by these same people. So
that is awful.
The ultimate badass of the, before 1,000 years, before Jason Bourne and John Wick. And so I like the story. I was kind of rooting for the underdog the whole time during that movie, and it was really nice to see Russell Crowe kick some ass.
Dude, he is a legend.
And a great actor. I really like Russell Crowe as an actor.
What other movies is he in?
Like action movies in particular, or just any movie?
Oh, he's in that one movie with with Jamie Foxx. Is that Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx.
Is it Jamie Foxx?
I can't think of it.
He's like the villain who like plans to blow things up and he like escapes from jail. I don't know. Anyways, what else we got?
Okay, well that is everyone's top 5.
All right. That's a pretty good list. So, you guys ready to start ranking them? I guess.
All right.
Let's start.
All right. So, who do you guys think should be 15 on this list?
Okay, say you guys' top 5 again.
You guys need to start right now.
I know, I'm gonna start writing them down. My bad.
Okay.
Next episode, guys.
So,
I promise.
My list is number 5, Flash, 4, Luke Skywalker, 3, Spider-Man, 2, Superman, 1, Batman. Matthews is number 5 is Jason Bourne, 4, Sam Chisholm, 3, Captain America, 2, John Wick, and 1, Indiana Jones. And then your list is 5, Captain Jack Sparrow, 4, John Miller, 3, Red, 2, Aldo Rain, and 1, Maximus.
Okay.
So honestly, on this list, I think Captain Jack Sparrow should be
I think
15.
I think Sparrow as well.
Because, like, other than him running around from, like, a big giant wheel behind him, going, like, I really can't think of him doing anything.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I mean, he swings around with, like, a bottle of booze in his hand. And, like,
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
I'm
like-
Captain Jack Sparrow and the Black Pearl and
Alright,
Squid
whatever.
Face.
I mean,
We can put him as 15.
Will Turner does most of the
That is
damage.
true. Will Turner's, like, he's, I don't know, I don't really see him as a hero, like, more of a character. Like, a funny character, like, for sure.
Yeah.
A good character, but, I don't know, he's kind of on, like, that vigilante kind of.
Okay, I can see where you're getting that. I can see 15.
Alright, for my top 5, I think I had Luke Skywalker as 5 and Sam Chisholm as 4. So...
I think I gotta go with Spider-Man as 14.
Really?
To be honest.
I think Spider-Man should be higher.
I think it should be higher, too.
Dude,
Think about all he does, though.
It's like, okay, I guess all he does, but he's nothing without the complete and total accident of, like, getting bit by a spider.
Who is anyone without that?
Okay.
I mean, look at us. That has happened to us, and we're nobody. That just goes to prove.
Yeah, your logic is
Oh,
false.
yeah, okay. It's like the same thing with what Batman, though. Batman's just some really rich dude with martial arts training. That's it. He buys all of his
So is
power.
Danny Rand. Who the hell
So
is
is-
Danny Rand? Piece of shit.
So is Iron Man. That's what I'm saying. They're like, they're not like heroes. All right. Anyways,
Alright, all right. That's a good point. Alright, we gotta look at this list.
Alright, then we'd put all of Sam's lists like 14 through 9 then, if by your logic, because they're all superheroes.
Luke Skywalker.
Except for him. Who is he without the Force?
Still a dude with a kick-ass lightsaber. But
Yeah, then he's just like Finn when he had the lightsaber, and that did not work out too
Yeah,
well.
and he gets his back cut open by a
Yeah,
prepubescent teen.
thrown into a coma for.
I don't know. I don't know why I called Kylo Ren a
But that's something he has. Like, Superman was born with his abilities. He didn't buy them or get them completely by
I
accident.
guess.
Yeah,
I
but
think
The way I see Superman is, though, he comes from like a completely different race. That's like a high schooler going and playing dodgeball with a bunch of kindergartners. That's the way I see it.
That is awesome.
Billy Madison, right?
Not really seeing that analogy, but I see your point. I see your point, definitely.
Okay, the reason why I put Spider-Man on my number 3 list is because Spider-Man, like, even without his powers, and like they kind of went a little more into this in Homecoming. He's a smart kid. He's smarter than your average high school kid, and like I put him as because like you can tell he has like a good heart. Like he obviously it's well established that he saw his Uncle Ben die like right in front of him, and like you know both his parents. He doesn't have his parents. All he has is his aunt who I don't know, and he's poor and like still with all this he doesn't use his powers to like get money and like rob banks or anything. Like he still uses it for good, and like it's one of those things like I don't know. There's some and like I like it because like a lot of kids I don't know. It's just as a younger person, it's easier to relate to Spider-Man, I guess. Just coming out of high school, like you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's like what 15
in Homecoming. I don't know. I want to put him higher.
Okay. Sure.
I do as well. You are overruled, sir.
2-1.
All right. Who do you think should be 14 then?
Maybe we should like. I think
Chisholm?
Sam Chisholm, yeah.
Sam Chisholm.
He's just a gunslinging alcoholic.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but ain't gonna get you up on the list.
Who blows himself up at the end of a movie. Spoiler alert.
Does he die?
Yeah.
No.
Sam Chisholm makes it out.
No, I'm thinking Chris Pratt.
Josh Faraday.
That's Josh Faraday.
Okay.
He doesn't make it.
All right.
Spoiler.
13.
All right. 13. So Sam Chisholm is
14.
dead.
Got thinking about Guardians of the Galaxy and he just transferred over.
All right. So I feel like. What do you think about Jason Bourne? Is he really that like? Is he?
Jason Bourne is
Honestly, he should have been higher on my list, but
Okay.
I didn't really
that
put them in
and
order.
like the cool part about Jason Bourne is he has to like completely rediscover who he is because he's not brain.
Yeah, I kind of saw
his
that.
memory gets like
He doesn't have
erased
it.
All right.
through amnesia or some tactic.
It's
He gets
gonna
shot
be
in
up
the
to you
head.
guys for this.
Doesn't he? Pretty sure he gets like shot in the head.
Like Punisher style.
He gets knocked off the boat. In the first one, he gets like I don't know if he gets shot in the head.
No,
he gets shot in the back.
Yeah, he gets shot in the back. But I think the amnesia came because the company, quote unquote company, like the agency, I should say, is like who he is working for, like didn't wanna.
I don't remember.
He was trained. He went on missions, and then he didn't want. The company didn't want to use him anymore. And there's a scene during the movie he was held under water, like oxygen deprivation to the brain. Things like that like made him lose his
memory.
Lose his memory, and then later on in the movie he walks into a cafe and with a woman, I forget her name, and goes like, I don't know how I know this, but that guy over there is like 275 pounds and 6'4", and you know there's
I can
6 trucks in the parking lot, and
I can run a mile I can run a mile at this altitude in like 5 minutes and 20 seconds or something like that.
yeah, all these just crazy, things that, of course, no one would know, but
The best place to find a weapon is in the truck of that guy's.
yeah.
Or in the,
That's
in the,
interesting. I've never seen the movie,
anyways,
so
he should be higher up.
he's gonna be higher, I guess.
All right.
So
Let's just go.
what do you think about
Luke?
No, I'd put Luke over the Flash.
All right.
So maybe the
me
Flash
too.
will go 13. Like he's on a superhero list, he'd be higher, but just as a hero overall, I don't know. He's done some things that
I feel like he
some
doesn't
heroes
use
would.
all of his power that he can.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
he's always like developing, it seems, in the series.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
in
And
the-
like he's done things that like wiser heroes wouldn't. Like at one point he went back in time. This is kind of a selfish thing for him to do. He went back in time to save his mother, and like why couldn't you go back in time and like save Batman's parents or like all these other people's parents and
Or
like
Uncle
just
Ben.
yours, and like and by yeah, or Uncle
Wrong
Ben.
reverse, but
But anyway, yeah, I don't know, just by doing that, he basically ruined, like, the DC continuity for a little bit before they fixed it. But
Yeah.
otherwise, he does a lot of things to redeem himself, but he's 13, I gotta say. Even as my favorite hero, he's 13.
So is that 13?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Moving on.
I got Indiana Jones, Captain America, Jason Bourne, John Wick, Luke Skywalker.
What about John Wick?
John Wick, honestly, I'd put John Wick and Jason Bourne pretty much on the same category because they're both like the best in their in their fields. Like they're both the baddest in that village, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I don't know. Indiana Jones maybe. For 12. Is kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because Indiana Jones, he kind of did some crime. Not really crime.
He didn't do any crime.
Did he steal stuff?
No.
I just saw Raiders of the Lost Ark like a week ago. I don't remember. I wasn't really paying attention when I was watching it. It's on in the background.
Yeah, he's like a hero, but there's nothing really super about him.
No, there's not.
There's nothing that he does that's spectacular to anyone else, you know.
Not even running away from boulders.
All right, you got me on that one. But I don't know.
Indiana Jones, the greatest runner away from boulders.
Indy at 12.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
All right. Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Feels weird putting him above the Flash.
He's better than Flash.
Whatever.
Flash shit.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Do love me some Harrison Ford.
All right. What's next?
Number 11 we're going to now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
Okay. Almost the top 10. I think. Who's Aldo Rain from again?
Yeah, I was thinking for number 11, Aldo Rain, for Brad Pitt and Inglourious Bastards.
I don't really know him, so I can't rank him.
I'll put him at 11, because you haven't seen the movie either, have you?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the ideas he comes up with are just downright stupid, but they work. If you know.
So would you put him above Indiana Jones?
Yeah, I put him above Indiana Jones, because he always finds a way to, make something work. He leads a successful band of resistance fighters.
Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, as the name of the group.
A successful band of Inglourious. Okay. All right.
But I guess in the end he does get captured. He does get outplayed by the Nazis, but still flips it around in the end. So.
All right. Well, if you guys have a problem with it, please harass Joe on Twitter or something. Or harass us,
At me.
and then we will harass him for you.
At Bromatis A.
At Bromatis A on Twitter. Is that with 2 T's?
Two
Right?
T's.
2 T's.
And a US.
And an A.
And a capital
Capital
A.
A.
Capital B. Romatis. 2 T's and a U. Capital A. No spaces.
It's Bromatis.
Yeah.
A.
Bro.
Okay. That's
Bro.
alright.
Alright. Side tangent.
Okay.
Keep her
So,
moving.
Aldo Rain.
At number 11, Lieutenant Aldo Rain. Moving on now to the top 10.
Top 10.
already.
Here we go.
Excellent.
Okay. So, who do you think?
Yeah.
Are we at Jason Bourne, John Wick level yet? Or are they higher up
I think
still?
they should be higher up.
Higher up still?
I think they're better than Luke Skywalker.
You think so?
I think I would put. We haven't ranked Luke Skywalker, have we?
No.
I think they're below Luke Skywalker, to be honest with you.
Because, I like Luke Skywalker because he virtually came from, no training. Is basically all, skill and force that, what gave him his thing. That's really what, I feel like kind of made him special for me. Was just, he had, that talent that he didn't even know he had. And just,
I feel like he didn't really do much except blow up the Death Star the first time.
he didn't really do much except topple an empire.
Except single-handedly destroy the biggest piece of machinery.
He had Yoda.
And,
Pretty much
he, had,
all the
cinema.
galaxy.
he had Obi-Wan to help him.
Use the Force, Luke.
Yeah, half Obi-Wan to help him.
Gosh. I don't know.
I mean, okay, yeah, he did. That was pretty great in the fourth one, but after that, did he even do
Might have
anything?
gone
He
and
went to a
died.
swamp.
He pioneered how to take down AT-ATs.
True, that wasn't even him.
Was
They
it?
all had tow cables.
Yeah, but he...
Wasn't he the one that
Started
did it?
I don't know if he did it first. I know he jumped up and threw a thermal detonator into one.
Definitely a side note, if you can complete the entire rotation with the tow cable in Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original game, you are a god. Just throwing it out there.
I've done that.
I've done it once. I've tried so many times, and I keep running into the legs. So, anyways,
Okay.
I still haven't decided number 10.
I feel like Luke should be higher than Jason Bourne.
Alrighty.
Well, maybe to Jason Bourne, but I don't know.
I'd put Jason Bourne ahead of John Wick.
I would too.
Yeah, because John Wick, tried to get out, tried to have the whole nice life deal,
Where would you put John
Plus,
Miller?
you got shot.
Would you put John Wick above John Miller from Saving Private Ryan?
No.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I would. Yes. I'm sorry. I misinterpreted that.
Okay.
I would put John Wick ahead of John Miller from Saving
So
Private
what do you guys
John
think about
Miller
John Miller
ten.
number 10?
So John Miller number 10.
Because Tom
Still-
Hanks is legend.
Yeah.
He's
Tom Hanks
good
is
leader.
great.
Polar
Great leader.
Express.
I liked it because like even at that point they're like in like the heart of Germany, like they're getting closer to wherever Private Ryan is or whatever, and like he almost has like a mutiny on his hands, but somehow he still convinces them to like
Right.
keep going further, which is
And he
pretty
kicks a lot of
crazy.
ass in the process. So
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. That's a good movie. I
I
remember I
love
was
it.
sick one day and I watched it. It was a good movie. All right, John Miller number 10. Who is number 9 now? No,
I would put John. I don't know. Maybe Batman.
I think Batman higher.
You think?
I think Batman should be top 5 at least.
I think so.
Okay.
Cause he's one of the most iconic superheroes of all time.
Yeah, I put him as probably third most iconic.
Cause I know this for a fact actually. Spider-Man is the most iconic of all time, just because based off like it's not even close compared like he's
Plus, there
number
hasn't
one.
been any good Superman movies lately. Otherwise, I think he would be.
Yeah, like he's like the OG one, but I don't know. I don't think Spider-Man should be number 1 on this list though. We'll say that right now, based off what's here. But okay, so who do you think should be number 9 then?
John Wick,
John Wick maybe number 9.
Jason Bourne number 8.
All right, John Wick.
Because John Wick did kind of get blindsided at the start of the first movie too.
Mm-hmm.
That's I was kind of surprised by that. But I guess he was just like,
He fell for it.
I don't know. Like that's kind of different. I guess because I was thinking he's in that later on in that movie. He's in that hotel scene and like he's like sleeping in that also, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I
And
guess at that point
he
he
missed.
knew.
He did it on purpose. He was helping him.
The sniper missed on
Yeah,
purpose.
yeah.
Yeah, did you remember? He
Oh,
was
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name again?
I don't know. Oh, it's Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe. I like.
I
that
like
guy.
him,
He's
yeah.
good. He made a good Green Goblin. He actually looks like a goblin. That's probably why.
The ears, dude.
I like his smile. It's like that'd be so creepy. But okay, whatever.
You should have played it.
So
Oh my
9
gosh.
John Wick,
Yes. And
8.
then 8 Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne,
Which I think that's.
still a badass,
Mm-hmm.
that's where-
but just a little more so than
I
John.
guess
Wick.
I have never. I'll have to watch a movie sometime. All right, here we go. Number 7. I think I can't rank. I'm not sure how I'd rate Red or Maximus on this list.
I mean, like, he's not really even. He doesn't really do much.
Red?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Should we put him even higher in this list? Like we already have this list established, but do you want to leave him in the top 10, or should we put him higher? Bump him up.
I really don't care. I mean, there's no sense in rearranging the list if we already have it. But
That's fair. Too
I
much
mean-
work.
Yeah, that's true.
as
Put him at 7.
I kind of put Red.
All right, Red's number 7.
Red's number 7. As far as like influence on like the plot goes,
Yeah.
without Red there would be no escape, because Red gives him the little hammer, gives him the posters, kind of keeps him alive. Andy Dufresne, that is, throughout the movie. So, I mean, if you've seen Shawshank Redemption, you know who Red is and what he's done. He's pretty iconic in that way.
Yeah, it's fair. All right, so Red's number 7. Yeah, I can agree with you saying that because like he kind of made Shawshank Redemption what it is almost. He played a big part. He's Morgan Freeman. What can you say? All right,
His voice too.
we're on number 6 now, right?
Yes.
sir.
All right,
So we have
I want to put
Russell Crowe.
Captain America, Luke
Captain
Skywalker,
America.
Spider-Man, Superman, and Batman.
That's 6.
Yeah, we have 6 more.
Oh.
6,
Perfect.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Perfect.
All right, so gosh, it's gonna be like last week where we had way too many.
Or we couldn't count. Count 15.
All right, so what are we thinking?
Is Luke Skywalker?
I think Captain America is 6.
Okay.
I don't know. Like
I can see that.
in my head, I wanted to put Captain America almost at number 1, just because he's like the face of like like the role model's hero of what everyone should be. Cause like
He
I can't really
is.
think of anything bad that he's ever done.
But he's kind of
a pussy,
yeah, like he's not as good as
I guess.
like Iron Man and the Hulk and all those in like the Avengers movies.
That's true. Half of the fight scenes are him just throwing his shield at someone.
That's true. And I feel like
Don't get me wrong,
like-
still a great superhero.
this is kind of something that can apply to like every hero. Like if you had to look at all these characters, if there was a point where they had to kill someone, like you're face to face with Hitler or something, he's like got his hand over a nuke all
World.
yeah or something. You think Captain America? You think he would kill him, or would you just try to capture him?
I feel like you try to capture
I
him.
don't know. And I feel like
Well, he
that-
can't kill him. That's the thing. Like, what's he gonna do? Punch him to death?
You throw a shield at his neck,
Collapse trachea.
Oh,
decapitate him. Maybe if you
Well,
chucked it
there's
hard
not a
enough.
whole lot of him killing people.
He doesn't
I
kill.
don't think he's ever killed anyone ever. Maybe indirectly.
Maybe, yeah, but
I mean,
like
I mean, the Chitauri don't.
he didn't
count.
really shoot people, does he?
Yeah.
No.
No.
He doesn't have a gun.
Well,
Oh wait, yeah,
He
he
uses
did.
a
He
gun.
did. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Does
that's
he,
right.
did he actually kill people?
I think
he
he
like
might
aimed
have.
for the legs or something.
No,
Yeah,
I think
I-
he killed.
I feel like he'd be the guy that like live traps animals in his backyard instead of just kind of taking them out with a pellet gun.
I don't know.
Catch and release.
Yeah.
But
He
maybe
catches
that's
these
maybe
wild
that's
animals.
maybe
When
that's
he
why he's
catches-
number 6 is because he doesn't have the hammer to
Doesn't
get
have
the job
yeah,
done.
the mental toughness
Okay,
to do
yeah.
what needs to be done.
Like when it comes to like role model, I think he's definitely like the face of like what heroes should be. But
He
just
is,
like
though.
what heroes should be isn't always. I don't know what they should.
Not
be.
the hero.
effective.
Yeah. Like that's just.
yeah.
I think of like Batman in that situation. Like he doesn't kill anybody, and
But,
yet
like, if
they
he
always
had
come
to.
back.
Yeah, that's true. And like also in that thing, Batman he never kills, but like if he has to, like always in some way he, like someone always does. Like I think of which Bat is it like it's one of the older Batmans. He has like the Joker and like over a building or something, and like the Joker like falls off. Or is that the Dark Knight? Does the
That's-
Joker
yeah.
die in the Dark Knight?
Dark Knight Rises.
I think he gets sent to Arkham.
Does he?
No,
'cause he's
he
not-
dies.
Yeah, because he's not in.
Does he
the-
fall off the building?
No,
No,
he's
because
hanging
he's
at the end.
he's hanging him.
And then
So Batman does kill the Joker.
No, Batman lives.
Yeah.
Joker lives. I don't know what happens to him though. Because he's not in the third one, and
Well-
like all of Arkham gets released.
Oh, that's
Because Scarecrow's
dead.
in it. Maybe gets gang raped in Arkham. Bleeds out through the anus.
Oh my. Okay.
All right, now with that
Well,
lovely
let's
image in your head,
let's
folks.
change that.
Well,
Okay. Anyway,
that
so
part of the show.
there's that list. Captain America is number 6. Got 5 left. All right.
How do you feel about Luke Skywalker for number 5?
I don't know, here's the thing. I see Luke Skywalker and Maximus being very similar. Maybe not like killing wise, because like he didn't. Well, I guess he did kind of like shoot TIE fighters out of the sky and like.
Luke Skywalker killed a bunch of stormtroopers.
That-
I don't
okay.
know what you're talking about.
That's true.
Like,
That Death Star, he did. There's probably thousands of people.
if you ever have time, look up the kill counters from Weekly Planet, because that is
Luke Skywalker. Yeah, he did kill.
Anakin Skywalker is even
I
better.
guess. The thing with like Luke Skywalker that puts it behind Maximus for me is Luke Skywalker kind of had his little breakdown and went into hiding for X amount of years.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yes, did he kick a lot of ass in his younger days? Yeah, but then he started,
He gets overpowered by his
he
apprentice.
He had his pity party for himself and went into hiding on Dumbfuck Nor Island.
He's responsible for the death of children, I guess.
Yeah.
Just like father like son.
Shit apple doesn't fall far from the shit tree.
Alright, so Luke Skywalker is number 5.
Number 4. Who do we have left?
We have
Batman.
Batman, Superman.
Spider-Man and Maximus.
Let's go
Superman.
Superman or Spider-Man.
Ooh, it's tough. Who? I don't know.
I agree. One of those two.
I feel.
As far as iconic goes, I feel like there's no one more iconic than Superman.
I do too.
Maybe that's just like a personal opinion, but if you think like superhero,
Yeah, for sure.
You
'cause
think,
he's the OG.
yeah, you think Superman.
He has super in his name. I mean, for crap's sake, you can't get any more iconic than that.
That's true.
So what, we ranking him at 4? Spider-Man at 5?
Luke Skywalker's 5.
Luke Skywalker's 5.
Yeah.
So you think
My
Spider-Man
bad.
4?
Spider-Man 4?
Alright, yeah.
Just because
and then-
Tobey Maguire.
His movies are good. He does not look like a high schooler.
I like the
know.
first one, and that was about it.
I love the second one. That one is my favorite.
I hated Doc Ock.
Dude, it's like, gosh, I felt like at one point he was like about to freaking have sex with his tentacles. Like they were just like,
Okay, no
No.
bestiality here.
it was tentaclality. I don't know.
All right, we don't need to.
Tentacule.
I don't care what's in your internet history.
All right, I'm not gonna say it.
All right.
Okay.
Honestly, so Spider-Man at number 4.
Superman.
Honestly,
yeah.
I would put Maximus behind Superman.
You
Really?
think so?
Yeah.
All right, so Maximus at 3.
No.
Yeah, simply because of like the moral code between the two.
Superman.
Like,
at 2.
Do I understand where Maximus is really like coming from? Because
That's true. Like,
yeah,
they don't really.
they killed his wife and they killed his kids and like destroyed everything. They took everything from him, so he's pissed off. But that also makes him kill with like reckless abandon. While Clark Kent and Superman, they have like it's all for good. There's never like a bad bone in Superman's body.
That's true.
So
Unless if you follow the Justice storyline, that is not at all true. But
well,
that I know what you're saying. Like in almost every story, Superman is always he's like
he's a good guy.
He's like Captain America, I'd say. Just like that face of what heroes strive to be.
But then Batman goes and takes him down.
Yep. So Batman, he's got to be number 1 because he's like
Batman's
he's-
gotta be number 1.
like just think he does everything. Like he's got a way to counter every single hero in like the DC universe. Like you've seen it. Like he's got a way. He has plans. Like if anyone ever went rogue, he knows how to take them down. And just like I don't know, he's so smart and like he's just a regular guy.
Yeah, he's just a
That's kind of
regular
thing
guy
that-
with a shit ton of money.
That's
That's
just-
that's like the part that kind of like
Even
bugs
saying
me
that,
about
though,
him.
Like, he's not even the richest. Like, Iron Man has more money than him.
That's true. Lex
So-
Luthor has got a ton of money. Like not even in the same universe. Like
And you
there's
know
one-
who the richest superhero of all is?
Who?
Black Panther.
Probably yeah.
Who'd
Owns his
have
own
thunk?
country.
Who'd have thunk? Probably made all of his money playing in the NBA.
Oh
But,
my god. No, but like it's good. Like I get he's
Well, folks.
I don't know. Yeah, overall Batman's gotta be number 1. He's just the guy, but that's part of what makes
He's
him
an
so
average,
amazing.
everyday, normal guy.
It's just like it's like a lot of willpower that makes him who he is,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool.
I mean, like, minus 1 point in the Gotham series. I don't know. I didn't really like Bruce Wayne in that, but
That's TV.
TV's irrelevant apparently. Even though we talked about it with Flash. All right, next. All right.
I'd say
So-
minus 1 point for not jumping out of the well on the first time and breaking his back on the rope.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh gosh, you guys watch Robot Chicken?
Nah, I've
there's-
seen the Star Wars parody. And that's
There's a
it.
bunch of ones where they make fun of Batman. I just look them up, guys. It's funny. All right, so here's our list. Number 15, Captain Jack Sparrow. 14, Sam Chisholm. 13, The Flash. 12, Indiana Jones. 11, Aldo Rain. 10, John Miller. 9, John Wick. 8, Jason Bourne. 7, Red. 6, Captain America. 5, Luke Skywalker. 4, Spider-Man. 3, Maximus. 2 is Superman, and number 1 is Batman. As our list of
I like that list.
one of the greatest superheroes. Some of the
Don't you think it's kind of ironic how we had Batman as number 1 hero and then we had Joker as number 1 villain?
yeah, they're
It's
just
funny how that works out.
That's true.
Yeah.
But they are just like some
I
of
mean,
the most
that
iconic.
movie, The Dark Knight Rises, I think it's called the second one.
Yeah,
That's
The
one
Dark
of the
Knight.
best movies I think I've ever seen.
It is, and like that
It's
is like
definitely in my top 5.
that's like one of the most. It's agreed though, even upon like critics, it's one of the greatest movies in like I don't know, modern cinema.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's our list. What are you guys thinking for next week's top 15?
Top 15. I don't know. Top 15. Could we do? Should we go on a different tune, not so much movie stuff, or should we stick with movie stuff?
I don't movie stuff is kind of our thing.
Well, we talk about video games and stuff too. I don't know if we want to do that. I'm not experienced.
Should we just do like the top 15 movies of all time?
Our list of
Like our 5 favorite movies all
I don't
together.
know, man. That's pretty. That
That
is
is
the word.
That is really
Ambitious.
tough. Well,
What?
we can.
I mean, it'd be tough to kind of throw all 5, you know,
Ish.
narrow it down to 5 each, but
That would be pretty tough.
Maybe we should start with like a genre first.
top 5
Yeah,
horror
you want to do that?
movies?
Let's do top 5 horror movies for next week.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Did we already do that?
No.
Maybe not. I don't know.
We probably did, but Dauber previously was in charge of uploading episodes, and we have like 4 or 5 of them that he just never uploaded, so we might have.
It happens.
So, all right, next week we'll do top 15.
Well, top 15,
Yeah,
top 5.
top
each.
15 horror movies, and you guys want to watch a horror movie for our review, or should we watch something else?
And you know what? We'll
Surprise
make it
you.
ambiguous.
Yeah, we'll surprise you. All right, guys, thanks for listening.
Have a nice
Good.
night.
Thank you very
One
much
day.
for tuning in, fellas.
Where can they find us on Twitter?
At Bromatis A.
With
That's-
2 T's.
2
Maybe
T's,
you.
a U, capital B, and a capital A. It's all one word, folks.
Not in that order, but okay.
Yeah, not in that order, but
Alright.
sound it out. You can do it.
All right, thanks for listening. Next week, bye.